Hello everybody. This video is intended to help you with any calculations that you have for your house project. And so we'll start with example 1. We're going to pour a concrete slab that measures 15 feet by 20 feet and is 4 inches thick. And so that would look like this. We'd have a concrete slab is just like a rectangular prism made out of concrete, and so it's 4 inches thick, and this is 15 feet wide and 20 feet long. And so we have different units because the height is given in inches, so we want to get all the same units, and so 4 inches is the same as 1/3 of a foot, and that's because 1 foot is 12 inches, so 4 inches is 1/3 of a foot. And so the volume is base area times height, and our base area is 15 times 20, and our height is 1/3. And so if you multiply that out, that's going to give you 100 cubic feet. And in order to, whenever you order concrete, you always order in cubic yards. So we need to calculate how many cubic yards this is. A common mistake that people make is to convert cubic feet to cubic yards. You might think you just divide by 3, but that's actually not correct because there are a lot more than 3 cubic feet in a cubic yard. If you picture what a cubic yard looks like, it's a cube that measures 1 yard by 1 yard by 1 yard. And so if we want to convert that to feet, 1 yard is 3 feet. So this is actually 3 feet by 3 feet by 3 feet. And you can actually see that if you cut each yard into 3, and cut this yard into 3, and cut this yard into 3, then we see that there are actually 27 cubic feet in a cubic yard because it's 3 times 3 times 3. So 1 cubic yard is equal to 27 cubic feet. And that's because it measures 3 feet by 3 feet by 3 feet. And so to convert this 100 cubic feet into cubic yards, we would have to divide by 27. So the volume is 100 divided by 27 cubic yards. And so on your calculator, 100 divided by 27, we need 3.7 yards approximately. And so if we order 4 cubic yards, then we'll have a little bit extra. If we order 3.5 cubic yards, we might come up a little bit short. So depending on your project, you'd have to make that determination whether you want to order a little bit more or a little bit less. So the key there is when you're converting cubic feet to cubic yards, you divide by 27 because there are 27 cubic feet in a cubic yard. Okay, so go ahead and pause your video and try number 2. Press play when you're ready to see the solution. This time our driveway measures 6 inches thick, and it's 28 feet wide and 30 feet long. So if this is 6 inches, 28 feet and 30 feet. Then again, we need to use all the same units. So these 2 measurements are in feet, so we need to convert this into feet. 6 inches is 1/2 a foot. because again, there are 12 inches in a foot. 6 inches would be half of 12. And so the volume of this slab is going to be 28 times 30 times 1/2. And so that is 28 times 30 divided by 2 is 420 cubic feet. And now remember, we have to convert that to cubic yards. We said there are 27 cubic yards in a cubic foot. So if we take 420 cubic feet and we divide by 27, we get about 15.56 cubic yards. And so again, if you were ordering from a concrete company, you'd probably ask for 15.5 cubic yards. For the next problem, we need to calculate the roofing materials like shingles or sheet metal or whatever we want to cover this roof with to cover this barn. And so we know this. So we're putting roofing material on this rectangle and the same rectangle over on the other side. So we can just calculate it once and then double it. And so this rectangle is 110 feet that way, but we don't know what this dimension is. And so we need to use the Pythagorean theorem there. If we draw a right triangle here, we would have, that would be 40 feet. And since this whole thing is 18 feet tall and this is 10 feet tall, this must be 8. So we have a right triangle that measures 8 by 40. And so if we use the Pythagorean theorem there to find x, we'd have x squared equals 8 squared plus 40 squared. So x is the square root of 8 squared plus 40 squared. And that is about 40.8 feet. Okay, so now we know this dimension is 40.8. So the area is 110 times 40.8. That is about 4,487 square feet. 4487. Okay, and so then to get the area of the entire roof, that's 2 times 4487, and that is about 8,974.3. It says to the nearest, says answer in square feet, so about 8,975 square feet. We'd want to make sure we ordered a little more, not a little less. For our next example, we have a master bedroom, rectangular master bedroom measuring 20 feet by 30 feet, and the walls are 8 feet high. So we can picture this is a room is just like a box or a prism. And so if this measures 20 feet by 30 feet and the walls are 8 feet high, we need to find the area of the walls. And there are 4 walls. So let's take this wall right here. The area of that wall is 8 times 30. And then this wall is also 8 times 30. And then this wall back here measures 8 by 20. And this wall up here measures 8 by 20. So we get our total area is going to be 240 plus 240 plus 160 plus 160. And so that equals 800. A gallon of paint covers 400 square feet. So this is 800 square feet as our area. And so 800 divided by 400 is 2 gallons of paint. And then to find the volume of the bedroom, we would just do base area times height. The base area is 30 times 20. That's our base area. And then our height is 8 feet. And so that is 600 times 8, which is 4,800 cubic feet. And that completes all of our examples. So you can go ahead and try the worksheet now. And after that, then you can start your calculations for your house.